Hello students, this is Miss Dalton and this is video 2.2, Writing Absolute Value Equations. In order to write the absolute value equation, you're going to have to remember this general absolute value function. G of x equals negative a times the absolute value of b x minus h and then plus k. And try and remember what each of those values represent, the a, b, h, and k. For this particular class, we will assume for all absolute value functions that b is 1. So this value right here, the b, we're not going to really have to mess with that at all. This will be equal to 1 in our class. As you move on to pre-cal, that will change, but for this class, we're going to keep it as 1. So take a second and pause the video if you have to and write these steps down. In order to write an absolute value function, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to identify what the vertex is. It's important that we know what the vertex is because that is going to be your h and k. Second thing you want to do is you want to choose a point from the graph or table other than the vertex. So choose a point other than the vertex, and that is going to represent your x and your y. Then you're going to take those values from the vertex and the point. You're going to take the x and y, you're going to substitute it in for the variables x, y, and then you're going to take your vertex and you're going to substitute that in for h and k into the transformational form of the equation. Then you're going to solve for a, so we need to know what a is so that then we can rewrite the equation, leaving the variables x and y in the equation with all of your other values. Okay, so let's look at our first example. In this example, they've given us this information about our absolute value function. It has a vertex at 4, 3, and it goes through the point -2, -9. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to identify that your vertex is your h and your k, and the point that they give us that it goes through, we're going to call that our x and our y. Now we're going to take these pieces of information and plug them into our generic formula up here, or our generic function, and so let's go ahead and do that. So y in this problem is -9, so we're going to start by plugging that in, equals, the a is what we're trying to find, so that's going to remain our variable. Absolute value, our x is -2, minus our h, which is 4, and then plus 3. So what you're going to do here is now we're going to simplify that. So we've got -9, we're solving for a, equals, the a will stay there. Let's go ahead and simplify. -2 minus 4 is -6, and then plus 3. Now let's go ahead and take the absolute value of -6. The absolute value of -6 is 6, so we're going to have -9 equals, let's go ahead and reverse that, so 6a now plus 3, and now just solve for a. So we're going to subtract 3 from both sides. I'm going to move it over here now. -9 minus 3 is -12, equals 6a, and then we need to divide both sides by 6. So our a is equal to -2. So we found our a, and this is important because now we have everything we need to write our equation. We're going to leave our variables x and y in the equation, so we're going to put y equals, we found our a is -2, absolute value x minus 4, absolute value plus 3. And now this is the equation that fits that description. It has a vertex at 4, 3, And when we graph this, we would see that it does go through the point -2, -9. Okay, so take this information, make sure you've taken notes, come to class, and we'll work through some more examples that are a little bit more difficult.